Hi everyone, today's video is going to be on my desk slash vanity tour. This is not all of my makeup, but I just wanted to show you guys how I keep the makeup that I use on a daily basis organized. Starting from the left, I have an acrylic container which I got from the container store, and I just display my prettiest makeup products and the palettes that I'm using currently or that I use the most often, along with the foundation that I use the most often. And one of my favorite things to do to store my brushes is just empty out my prettiest used up candles, and that's what I did here with the PF Candle Co. candle. Really quickly, I'm just showing you guys the palettes that I'm currently using and loving at the moment. I do switch them out when I get bored of them. I just try to go through my collection as much as I possibly can. That's why I organized my desk the way that I did. This is the top view of the acrylic container. Honestly, that white primer in the front by Chanel, I don't really use it. It's just so pretty that I just have it on display. I also have the liquid and the cream versions of the Soleil Tan de Chanel, and I absolutely love both of them. On the wall, I have some printouts of pictures that I've taken on display, along with some inspiration pictures that I took from magazines. Moving on, I have a stack of different cereal magazines, and above it I have another emptied out candle from Bath & Body Works, and I keep most of my bigger brushes in it. And to its left is a geometric star, which I can't remember exactly where I got it because I got it a while ago, but I'm going to try to find it and link it down below. Next, I have my favorite part. It's these little metal storage bins, which I got at my local craft store. Really quickly, in the first drawer we have the Nivea Men's Aftershave. Then I have all of my lip glosses. These are some highlighters that I'm using at the moment. A random gum drawer. These are all of my mascaras. Random Milani bronzer, which is pretty good. These are some blushes that I'm using. More bronzers. This one usually holds my beauty blender when it's not wet. This is some lace that I use to make chokers. Here I have my favorite moisturizers. This is my favorite one for during the day because it has SPF, and then if I'm going to go out at night, I use this one by Embryolisse. Really recommend this one if you have dry skin. And finally, we have more choker DIY stuff. Above the bins, we have my favorite hand lotion by Aesop, my favorite NYX setting spray, the matte one, a wet beauty blender, that's why it's up here. It's usually in that first drawer. One of my favorite candles by PF Candle Co., the Amber and Moss one. Really love this scent. And yet another emptied candle. This one's by Diptyque. And I usually keep my clipboard here with my calligraphy and other little quotes or inspirational papers that I find. Moving on, here I used a little mason jar to hold more brushes. Now moving on to my first drawer, I bought these containers from Muji.com, and I basically separated all of my makeup into sections. This drawer doesn't open out as much as I would like it to, but it'll do. It's just temporary until I get a better vanity. This is what the back row looks like. In the first container we have my Z palettes, and these are just loose pans from Makeup Geek, both her eyeshadows and her blushes. I really love them. Next we have powders and foundations. These are the powders and the foundations that I'm currently using. Again, I try to switch this container out as much as I can to go through all of my collection. Next we have primers, and these are my going out primers. They're better for longevity. The ones that I use most often are in another container, which I'm going to show you in a little bit. This container holds my eyeliners and some liquid makeup remover. And finally, we have some makeup removing wipes. These are the containers that I have in the front part of the drawer. First, we have all of my concealers, and I'm not going to be going through all of them, but I will show you which ones I like the most. These are it. I've also tried the new Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I really love it. Here we have some eye products. I don't really use this container that often, but what I do use every single day is my Bobbi Brown Under Eye Moisturizer, which I swear by. I also keep my Camel eyeshadow by Bobbi Brown, which is one of my all-time favorites. Up next, I have my bronzer, highlighter, and blush container. This is my most used container and the one that I switch out the most often. Moving on, we have my liquid illuminators and illuminating primers. We all need that one little miscellaneous container which just holds different things to hold my hair, a random pencil sharpener, tweezers, crazy glue, you name it. And my last container is for Q-tips, which are to clean up mistakes, and Scotch tape, the one I feel like doing really sharp eyeshadow. And that is everything for my desk/vanity tour. I didn't go through the rest of my desk because the other drawers don't contain makeup, and they're not really exciting, to be honest. But yeah, that's everything. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.